3 showings of Barbie. 4 showings of Barbie.
All right, we started recording. We're finally getting around to recording this podcast.
But it's a Barbie world in a Barbie girl. Or no,
you always mix up the lyrics on that one. But are you wearing my Rockstar again? This is Mudita Hart here.
Plus, we're wearing a different shirt, but that's fine. This is Pure PhD here, and we're here chatting about.
What were you saying before? We were discussing what's on the screen, but you said something else before.
We're now chatting about Barbie and Dingleberry.
You said like
Dingleheimer. Dingleheimer.
I don't know what Dingleheimer is. It's Heimerdinger in League of Legends, by the way. Heimerdinger.
Oh, I mean Dinglehopper.
Dinglehopper is from Little Mermaid.
Dingleheimer.
Dinglehopper.
Dingleberry.
So yeah, it's not Barbenheimer. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. That song was
that's a meme from Dial of Destiny.
It was terrible. That was in Dial of Destiny? That song?
That's a meme you shared with me because his alias is Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that thing where he's like, Jimmy Bond, like, my name is Smith.
Anyway, we're talking about Barbenheimer today.
Yeah.
We did a previous non-spoiler review of this, talking about the doubleheader. It was like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's nice and short and sweet.
Yeah.
And you're still laughing at the stuff from before, I guess. It's alright. It's kind of funny, I guess.
Yeah, remember the camera, so it'd be professional.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get on track. So, we're talking about Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer is what is not actually a movie. It's like a double-header movie of 2 movies.
With 2 different companies.
From 2 different companies.
Released on the same day or weekend or whatever.
Yeah, they're both released on July 21st, 2023. Barbie, directed by Greta Gerwig, part of Warner Brothers and Mattel. And then Oppenheimer was directed by Christopher Nolan for Universal Studios, which I don't think will be making it into the theme parks for obvious reasons.
It might, I don't know.
And it might in some way, who knows.
Japan has an interest in it for some reason.
Oh, interesting.
Also, like, there's this whole thing on Twitter they showed with me that was apparently not real, was fake news or something. About how like Barbie was founded on the same day Oppenheimer made the atomic bomb or something.
Oh yeah. It was around the same time, but it was not the same day. Yeah.
That stuff is interesting because of war times or whatever.
So what is Barbenheimer? Why do people care about these 2 films together? If they don't have that in common, like what do they have in common other than their same release date? So. Looking at Wikipedia, it is an internet phenomenon that began circulating on social media before the simultaneous theatrical release of 2 blockbuster films, Barbie and Oppenheimer, in the United States and several other countries. The word is a portmanteau of the film's titles. The dichotomy of Barbie, a fantasy comedy by Greta Gerwig about the fashion doll Barbie, and Oppenheimer, an epic biographical thriller by Christopher Nolan about physicist Robert Oppenheimer, scientific director of the Manhattan Project, blah blah blah. Prompted a comedic response from internet users, including memes and merchandise. Polygon described the 2 films as extreme opposites, and Variety called the phenomenon the movie event of the year.
I should have read this because I forgot. Yeah, like in different countries, it probably doesn't happen because like they release the films at different times or whatever, so you can't do that.
Yeah.
Or if your theater doesn't show Oppenheimer because it's 9max 70mm, 3 miles long, etc.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
3 hours long.
Yeah, I also don't know how much people care about this outside of like being people who are just incredibly online.
Yeah.
Just care about memes all the time. But
we went to the theater and like We didn't have like. Did you see Barbie? Did you see Oppenheimer? We just saw a whole bunch of people wearing pink. That was it.
Yeah, most people just seem to care about Barbie and didn't care about the memes as much.
Yeah. Also, there's only like one Oppenheimer showing. There was like 8 like Barbie showings because it was a shorter film.
Yeah, and also it just seemed to be more hype around like a bigger release and stuff around Barbie.
Yeah.
And like it was projected to have a bigger box office in general, even like way before.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let me see. What else should we say about this phenomenon? Should we mention like the Universal Warner Brothers dynamic and stuff like that? Christopher Nolan's comments.
I like to research more about that actually because I'm not sure if there's a Wikipedia article saying it or if it actually happened.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one thing that I read in the Wikipedia that said like apparently originally Universal had the rights to Barbie and then never made the film.
Yeah.
And they lost the rights and then Warner had the rights. And then no one ever talks about that.
Yeah, it'd been
Bigger again, like some of the writers are pretty notable too, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There's sort of like some language in the movie that isn't really for kids, I feel.
It is a PG-13 movie. That was somewhat surprising. Is that
that's PG-13?
It's a PG-13. Yeah, it's a PG-13 Barbie movie. You would have figured it'd be a PG movie.
Yeah, they were bringing all the kids there and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a children's doll, you know. But I guess that didn't stop parents bringing their kids to Barbie. But anyway, so yeah, here's the basic premise. That's basically in the trailer. Barbie and Ken find dissatisfaction in their perfect world and leave Barbie Land to go to the real world to find a sense of meaning in their lives. And then in the meantime, there's also other characters they encounter in the real world and in Barbie Land, and they find all kinds of conflicts in their sense of meaning and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know, there's lots to comment on the visuals and the acting and things like that, and the humor and the writing and the set design and all that. How about we just talk about like some general overview impressions that we want to give on this movie. What's your general overview impressions you want to say?
Good movie, has good social commentary on majority versus minority. Thumbs up.
Okay, so majority versus minority. That's getting into like the writing, its commentary and stuff.
Yeah.
And it does it in a way that I feel like is fun and playful, and not delivered in like a heavy-handed like, hey, you know, let's try to get this message across and really land it in this like overly didactic, like we're gonna put you in a chair and we're gonna lecture to you kind of way. This is like a fun movie, you know, as you want with a Barbie movie.
I felt like it was sort of heavy, but like at the same time, like if you didn't want to notice it, you're only gonna notice it, or if you didn't care.
Yeah, you could just try to watch this movie and be like, oh, it's a Barbie movie. Oh, I'm laughing at the jokes, and like, I guess I'll think about it for a bit. There is like one scene in particular where there's just someone straight up ranting to the camera.
I don't know.
2 showings of Barbie. 4 showings of Barbie.
Participating in peacekeeping missions around the world. In fact, G.I. Joe was even used as a human shield by U.S.N. soldiers during the Vietnam War. Both Barbie and G.I. Joe highlight the importance of military propaganda in shaping the identity and image of the United States as a global superpower. They serve as symbols of American pride and strength and promote the values of national security and global dominance. In conclusion, Barbie and G.I. Joe promote the values of national security and global dominance. Both Barbie and G.I. Joe can be seen as propaganda tools, promoting the U.S.N. military's ideals and values to their consumers. They help to shape the perceptions of the public regarding femininity and the importance of the military in society. By using these characters, the U.S.N. military is able to reach a wider audience and disseminate its propaganda messages. In conclusion, it is important to recognize the historical and political context in which these characters were created and used.
แค่หัวธรรมดาถ้าไอ้สมอใส่หมวกรับมอใส่ก็ให้ต่อยคนนี้มีมันจะเจ็บมือเลย
Sorry. Oh, that's Barbie. That makes sense. I was like, wow, you saw something.
Hi Barbie.
There you go. Yeah, that's good.
I did see one. Where are y'all? There is a photo of that. That's what I'm like, and it just says River Pavilion. And that is the only area that's like open. Bella, come. This is a picture of you.
It was like a sauna or something.
But they used to have like really cool interactive outfits.